It's time for Eufaula High Football with Doug Applin, Keith Bryan, John Wayne Robinson, and Jimmy Simmons.
I wouldn't look back, and it was the first shutout since 2021.
Correct. Yeah, we played a great game down in Greenville. We played the offense. Offense played good, defense played good, and special teams also. So that was by far our best game of the year.
Yes, I agree with you. I mean, the second half at Russell County was really good, but as far as a complete game,
correct, that was a complete game we played down in Greenville.
I mean, Greenville really only threatened to score one time, and that was when Jave came up with a pick six and took it all the way back for a touchdown. That was really their only sustained drive that I recall the whole game.
Correct.
That was a great job by the defense, and the offense really took advantage of things and, scored the first two times we got the ball in the third quarter and quickly pushed it to 38-0, and then you just kind of like played it out, ran the clock out. And so,
yeah, like I said before, that was our best complete game of the year. Hopefully tomorrow we have our best game of the year so far, so I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully so, because we were so elated after that Greenville game, and then the next week we were deflated taking that long trip to Andalusia. And of course, young guys. I mean, I'm sure some of the guys that probably are on the field you probably got 15-year-old, maybe even 14-year-olds playing every now and then. So I know it's tough to have them up every week. But was that the best game? I mean, I hadn't had a chance to really see Andalusia play this year, but just looking at the comparable scores, was that the best game that Andalusia had played this year when they played us?
Yeah, it was by far their best game. We broke down all the films on them, and they didn't look that good on the original films we watched. But that just goes to show you how good and talented this area is, right? This region that we're in. Any given Friday, someone can go down.
Right. Well, and I guess it's a big game tomorrow night in Andalusia. Is Catholic will go down to Andalusia. So Catholic hasn't played a close region game. Matter of fact, 14 points last week. Greenville put up 14 points on Catholic last week, and that's the most points they've given up in a region game this year.
Yeah. Catholic go down there. They used to playing each other. They come from the same region in 4A, and both of them came up to 5A. So that's a big pivotal game down there for them also. So I'm pretty sure they have a rocket down there in Andalusia.
That's right. And the previous two 4A state champions, Catholic last year and Andalusia 2 years ago. And Andalusia with a lot of history and a lot of tradition in their program, and that was an impressive stadium we went to as well. That was
it's a nice venue. The jumbotron was fantastic. They used it well and had a great atmosphere.
That's right. And of course I went to the wrong press box to begin when we first got there. I went to the home side, and literally up there, the height you are above the field and the way it looks out the window, I mean, you wouldn't know but what you were over in Troy I guess it's Veterans Memorial Stadium still.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a very, very nice place over there. So, of course, you're on the outside looking at that. You've played both opponents. So what kind of prediction would you make on that game tomorrow night, Andalusia?
I think it'll be a good game. Andalusia come out high, but I have to take Catholic with that. They got a pretty good team. Defensive wise, their front seven's pretty good. It's probably the best in the state, if not the best in the state. So I'll take Catholic in that.
Yeah, and what makes Catholic so good as far as their front seven on defense? I mean, they're not the biggest. They're just sound.
I mean, they sound. They play hard. They coach. For one, they coach well. They fly around to the ball and they play together. They play together. Like you said, take your head out to Kurt Johnson. They got a great coach staff down there, and the kids are bought into them and their scheme they're running. And I mean, they execute well.
That's right. So going back to the Andalusia game from 2 weeks ago, what did Andalusia do that we did they do anything we didn't expect?
They ain't doing nothing. I mean, not to cut you off, but they just pretty much marched the ball down the field, ran the ball on us, and on defense, I mean, they put a 6-man front up there, and they took away the quarterback and the running back, and I mean, that's basically it. They ain't doing nothing special. I mean, it's just their night, and we couldn't get nothing going offense. So when they turn the ball over, and anytime you turn the ball over,
that's right. So when they crowd the line of scrimmage with 6 people, typically that's going to dictate throw the football. But when
you're not on throwing the football and there's nothing to tie, I mean, you can't do nothing. You haven't practiced all week. So I mean, so we couldn't go in there and just trying to draw stuff up in the dirt. You know,
I understand.
We haven't practiced all week, so
I got you.
We got to stick to our game plan.
Sure, I understand.
That we have that week. I mean, you know, they came out, they had a good game plan for us, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see that for the rest of the year since they were successful doing it. But now, I mean, us coaches went back to the drawing board, and we got some stuff fixed, and we're ready to go from there.
I understand. So talking about that game, and I don't want to talk. We'll talk about it just a minute longer, and then we're gonna move on from that. But one thing that's been a constant that has been consistent all year is the Eufaula defense. I know we've got a veteran squad, and the defense is done well all year. When you look at the amount of points given up on the season, Eufaula has given up 129 points all year, and 35 actually 63. Half those points came against Catholic and against Andalusia. So,
well, the biggest thing with defense, like you said, we got a veteran defense on that side of the ball. It's just standing your gaps and not overrunning things. Then Coach Rivers, Coach Brown, and Anderson, and Dove, I mean, they preach that daily, week in and week out, about doing your job. And that Friday night down there in Andalusia, we had some guys get out their gaps, and, I mean, they connected on some big runs, like the first or the second play coming out of half. They hit us with that play. They hit it with that long run. We had a guy that stepped out his gap, and as soon as he stepped out his gap, they hit right where he stepped from. So, yeah. I mean, football a game of inches.
Oh, I understand. So, yeah, like I said, sometimes it's
also tip your hat off them. I mean, they got a veteran coach down there who knows what he's doing, and I mean, they had a great game plan for us.
That's right. Well, we'll move on. The Tigers enter tomorrow night's game for 4-4, so we're 3-2 in the region, and we will talk about playoff implications and things like that. Preview Charles Instant after we come back, but we'll step aside right now for a commercial break, and we'll be back after this.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-Fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Camlocker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Hey, we're back at Chick-Fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show. Coach Jarrell Jernigan. And we were having some issues hearing, but now we can. So that's great. So, Coach, tomorrow night, Charles Henderson, if you look back over the years, Eufaula leads that all-time series like 40. It says 40. It's like 47-29 or something like that. But it's almost 2/3 of the time Eufaula basically wins historically. But if you look back, it's been like somebody wins 3 games and then somebody wins 2 games or 3 games. Eufaula normally wins about 3 in a row, then they might win 2 in a row. Well, they won the last 2, so we're due, and we're at home. So let's talk about the significance of this game. Of course, you know, this has been a very competitive game. This goes way back. If you look at, I mean, this game's been played 76 times over the year. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of games.
So, you know, Eufaula and Charles Henderson, I know I played against them my junior and senior years. I'm sure Doug, I know they played against them in the playoffs one time, like in 80 or sometime or another. And so this goes way back. But Eufaula wins the game tomorrow night, then you've got a 3-way tie for second place, correct?
Correct. We win the game, we got 3-way tie for second, then it goes to non-region opponents.
Which would have to go till the end of the year because I know Charles Henderson has Pike Road the last week. I'm not sure who Andalusia has, but it would have to, the tiebreaker wouldn't be decided until after the 10th week, right?
Correct, because then you got another scenario where Andalusia beat Beauregard. We beat Russell County. Beauregard and Russell County plays the last game of the year.
So the winner of that game could determine?
Well, whoever had the best record out of those 2 teams, because you know you get the wins from the non-region opponents that you beat.
I understand. I see. I got you. But Beauregard being a 5A, Russell County being a 6A, does that factor in at all?
No, it don't. It does, but it keeps going down to the steps in your tiebreaker scenario. So we keep going on down, probably about 4 or 5 different steps down. So.
Okay. Well, and Charles Henderson has Pike Road, which is 6A, who beat Russell County last week. So if they could somehow beat Pike Road, then that would play into it as well, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Let me ask you this, Terrell, because at one time, if you beat a larger school, it was better for you than if you – it doesn't matter who you lose to. Like Highland Home, I think, beat Charles Henderson or something.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose to a smaller school, I don't think that's relevant. I think if you lose, you lose. But if you have a win against a larger, say we had a win against a 6A opponent. If they had a win against a 5A opponent, does that fall in the tiebreaker, or is it way down?
No, it does fall in there, but from what we were told, when you go to non-region opponents, it's whoever has like the best record. So that's why we need Russell County to keep winning.
Right.
And the Russell County to keep winning, we get their wins, and they add up the wins of the non-region team that Andalusia beat, which would be Beauregard. So they would get their wins. So at the end, they add all the wins up, whoever had the most wins from the non-region teams that went played.
I see. So, in other words, it's complicated, and it's not something we can easily decipher or figure out.
Not at all. Not at all. Like you said, it's going to come down to the last week.
But
we got to handle business first tomorrow night.
And if that does not happen, we would be a 4 seed.
Correct.
And who won between Charles Henderson and Andalusia? Charles Henderson. So Charles Henderson be a 2, Andalusia be a 3, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if Andalusia goes in there and beat Catholic, then throw a whole number.
Oh, yeah.
Andalusia can still win the region.
Correct. If they beat Catholic, they win the region because they own the head-to-head matchup.
Right. Yeah, so they would only have one regional loss. Catholic would have one regional loss.
So Catholic will bump down to a 2, and then Charles Henderson, depending on our game, there'll be a 3, then we'll be a 4.
There, in reality, there could be a 3-way tie for first place because Charles Henderson could finish with one regional loss if they were to beat us tomorrow night.
Yeah, but Catholic got the head up.
I understand, but Catholic has a head up.
And don't forget, Catholic hadn't lost in a long time.
But in reality, in that situation, you'd have a round robin for first place also because you'd have Charles Henderson beat Andalusia, who beat Catholic, and Catholic beat. It used to be the same scenario. So, yeah, so it'll all be decided. We'll know a lot more about it after tomorrow night between those two important ball games. So the 4 teams from the region, it's decided. It's already decided which 4 teams are making the playoffs. It just all this to be determined now is what seeding is going to happen. So,
what about the region? Is it 3, 4 that we match it with?
Yes, Beauregard, Central Clay.
Central Clay is probably 1.
Nah, their region already set.
Okay, that was my question. Yeah,
Central Clay 1, Beauregard 2, then you got Elmore County 3.
So if we get the tiebreaker, we finish second, we play Elmore County.
Yes.
If we
finish 4th, we go to Limeville.
Central Clay. Yeah, I've already looked at. I took a peek at their schedule.
Great program.
They are. I know it was Lineville. What were was it Clay County and Lineville, the 2 schools that combined to make Central Clay?
Yes,
I think so. They were both of those schools were.
They already had athletes, so then both schools.
They were powerhouses in their respective classifications, and so and I'm not sure how long that school's been around. It's not been that long, but Eufaula and them have played 3 times over the years in the playoffs.
Yes, but they got a well-respected coach around the state. I think he just passed Terry Kurz as the winningest coach in the state of Alabama.
Didn't know that.
And Danny Horn, so he's been there for a long time. And like I said, they got those kids bought in up there. And let Coach Rivers tell us all about that. These kids' daddy and granddaddy played for Danny Horn, so they got him bought in up there. So that's all they do, play football.
So which school did Horn coach at? Was it one? Was either Lineville or Clay County?
I don't know which one, but I know when they combine it. I mean,
he was coaching one of the others. Yeah. So that's for them to make it work because he was coaching. He was the rival coach, and then he combined and he got all of them together. So they've been good. I know they've been pretty good ever since. They haven't won a state championship as for that I'm aware of since they've been Central Clay, but they've been good year in and year out.
We played them 2 times when Brian Moore was here. When I was assistant coach under Brian Moore, we went out there and played them 1 year. Then they came down here and played them. And
I haven't looked. Of course, I mean, this is all premature. Hopefully that game, if we played them, it will be on down the road, not the first round. But I know Eufaula's picked up 1 win against them in the 3-game series. So we'll worry about that later. In Elmore County, I can't remember Eufaula playing Elmore County.
I don't think we have. I seen them last year on film, but I don't know if we ever played them before.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. So, but I think they were a smaller classification before they moved up. I'm pretty sure them, Holtville, several of those schools in that general area were smaller schools. Marbury, I know, was a smaller school that was in our region for a while. But anyway, looking at Charles Henderson, what do we need to know about Charles Henderson? I know, Doug went over and watched them play Greenville early in the year. It was a Saturday game.
Carol.
Oh, it was Carol. Okay. Okay. Well, I thought I saw the 18-14 game. I thought I watched some of it. Of course, Troy Cable covers or C-Spire or whatever over there. They televise all of them. I watched the Greenville and Charles Simpson game, and it was wet conditions for that game also. It was kind of a sloppy game. 18-14 they won, but it seems like they've really kind of caught their rhythm, I guess, of late. They've been putting up a lot more numbers offensively. So what do we need to know about Charles Simpson?
Man, that big physical team, you know, they want to run the ball. I mean, they got some great athletes back there that run the ball. They big, they're strong. You know, I think they're pretty vanilla on offense. You know what they're going to do. You know what they want to do. They want to run the ball dead at you. And on defense, you know, they fly around, make tackles. So we got to be prepared. Defensively, we got to be ready to stop the run. We told our boys the last 2 weeks, hey, you got to buckle down and stop the run. You know, they want to run, so that's what we got to do. And offense, we just got to make plays. We got to find people that make plays, get the balls in our playmaker hands, and, you know, let them do what they do after the play.
Right. So, you mentioned their running attack. They're not much of a passing attack.
I mean, they throw it. They throw it. You know, they got a sophomore quarterback just like us, but they throw it. And they got a really good tight end that has a UNA offer, and he's number 2. So they try to get him the ball as much as they can. And they got a speedster number 4 out there that they try to throw the ball to. I mean, so they just don't sit there. I mean, they throw it when they have to.
I see. As far as the running game is concerned, is it a power run straight at you type of running game?
Yeah, you know, they come run power, honestly, then they also run the zone read off that. So, you know, we got to be sound. We got to know who got the quarterback, which he don't pull it that often, but, you know, he will pull it every now and then to keep you honest.
I was going to ask that. You said sophomore, so I mean, I didn't know if he factored into the running game very, very much or not. So.
Yeah, he don't pull it all the time, but he will pull it every now and then, just to keep you honest.
Okay. All right. So, go tomorrow night. Anything? It's first home game for a while. So it was a 3-game road swing plus an off week. So it's been 4 weeks since we've been at home. So I'm sure you're glad to get back home.
Oh yeah. I'm really glad. And also it's senior night. You know, we got 21 seniors. So we're looking forward to a big night for the seniors. Get the win and send these seniors out right with their last regular season game at home.
That's right. So we talked about the off week. Did the off week come at a good time for you guys?
Oh, I think it did. You know, they gave us time. You know, the ones that was banged up and injured gave them a week. You know, to heal up a little bit. We still practice, but also for them to get healthy. And some time for them to, stay off with their leg or whatever.
Right. So how are we health-wise going into this game?
Oh, we're pretty good. We got one D lineman that's probably going. Well, ain't no problem. He's going to be out. Josiah Peterson, the sophomore, he broke his hand, so he's out right now until he go back to the doctor next week to see can he get ready to club it up and still go. So
I see. So we've had 2 season-ending injuries, though, the 2 ACLs, correct? Otherwise. Them, Peterson, and otherwise.
Well, also another one that's really crazy because we didn't know, and we finally got him a doctor's appointment. Tyvin Forte also tore his ACL. He actually tore it in the Carroll game, and he's been playing on it. And we finally got him an appointment to the doctor, and they did an MRI. He had a torn ACL. He's been playing on it the whole time.
Oh.
So actually 3 ACLs. So he's done for the year. So.
Oh my goodness. Tobin is a receiver.
Yeah, receiver number 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, my goodness, 3 ACLs in one season on one team. That seems like a lot. I don't know. But that's unfortunate. At least Tobin has a chance to come back and play another year. The other 2 guys.
And it's crazy because he did it celebrating.
Oh, really?
He jumped up the chest, bumped one of the other receivers that scored and came down wrong.
Well, most of the time an ACL is just non-contact injury. You just something doesn't fire right, and you put too much pressure on the ACL and it tears it. So, I'm
just surprised he was still playing on
it. That's amazing to me because normally you have swelling.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to elevate it, compression, ice, and all that stuff, or it swells up.
Yep.
And so that is amazing that. Yeah, we're here in Chick-Fil-A, folks, and some child just ran straight into the window over here on the play area, It sounded like
I could hear it through the headset.
Yeah, I heard it too. So, but anyway, well, Coach, we wish you the best tomorrow night. Of course, all the Tiger fans are going to be pulling hard for the Tigers tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll have a big crowd out. The last that we know of, it's the last guaranteed home game of the season. We certainly hope the Tigers are home for the first round of the playoffs, but it might be the last chance for the home folks to see the Tigers in person.
Exactly. So we need everyone to come out. Root us on. We'll be in white pants, red jersey with white accessories. So we need everybody, a big crowd, to come on, cheers on to a big.
Come early for senior night.
That's right.
So senior night gets started at 6:30. So we need everybody to come and celebrate our seniors, our band, cheer, and football players, and ROTC seniors.
So if I heard you right, white pants, red jerseys, you're going back to traditional Eufaula tomorrow night.
Yeah,
that's right. And that's and we'll talk about it in a minute. We've got another guest coming in talking about the George Cochran get together tomorrow night, and so that's appropriate for that. A lot of alumni will be in to watch Tigers tomorrow. So former state champions and what have you. So we're looking forward to a good performance by the Tigers and a victory over the Charles Henson Trojans. But we appreciate Coach Jernigan taking time out. Any questions?
Just the Elmore County thing. Eufaula has not played Elmore County. We're 2-1 against Central Clay. But all 3 games were less than a touchdown. So close games.
Yeah. And we hope if we play Central Clay, it would be about the 3rd round of the playoffs rather than
correct.
Yeah, rather than first round. So that would be a good problem to have. So, Coach, best wishes tomorrow night. We'll be there pulling the Tigers on.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers.
And we'll be back after this commercial break. We'll be joined by Ricky McGilvery, who will be talking about the festivities for tomorrow night for the George Cochran former players. And we'll be back after this commercial break.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-Fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person when you need us most. Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
Hello, I'm Matt Aver, the new pastor of First United Methodist right here in Eufaula. We'd love for you to join us on Sundays at 10 for worship. We also have Sunday school at 8:45. You can check us out on our social media or our website. We look forward to seeing you. Go Tigers!
Now that we have your attention, call Lauren Streeter with Lake Home Realty for all of your real estate needs. Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Bryant says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
Stephen W. Bryan, candidate for Barber County Commission, District 2, is a big supporter of Eufaula Tiger football. Stephen lives, works, worships, and shops in our county, and his motto is, I am here. He plans to be accessible to the people of his district and will share his personal email and phone numbers. Stephen says, I ultimately will answer my God for the choices I make and take that seriously. I will be teachable, respectful, genuine, a man of integrity, and above board in every decision I make for the betterment of the whole of Barber County. Paid for by the Friends of Stephen W. Bryan for County Commission.
Spectra Care wants to remind you it's always the right time to talk with children and teens in your life about the dangers of substance and alcohol abuse. Tackle those tough conversations about underage drinking and substance use. Head on with the young people you care about. Talk. They hear you.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
And we're back. Chick-fil-A Eufaula Coaches Show, joined by Ricky McGilvery, former teammate of mine back in, we were just looking back in '84. We played this Charles Simpson team here in Eufaula that year too, and 33-0 was the final that night in favor of the good guys.
Yes, sir.
So, of course, we missed y'all. Of course, we went to Troy the next year, and it was a little closer, 28-14. We beat them the next year, but missed the Plowboys. So,
yeah, three of the Plowboys will be here tomorrow night. Got one that can't make it. His son's playing, got senior night. So he's the only one that won't be here tomorrow night.
Who's that won't make it?
Robert Bennett.
Oh, I hate Robert and Daphne won't be able to make it. So his son, I guess, plays at Beulah, I think. Yeah, that's right. I talked to Robert from time to time. I hadn't talked to him that's probably been 3 or 4 months at least. So he pays attention to what's going on in Eufaula still.
Yeah, him like a lot of us old folks that we still care about Eufaula football, and we still like knowing what's going on. And this is just talking with talking to Coach Jennings tonight. Talked to him almost an hour, and he said he likes to tune in to the broadcast on Friday nights to see the names and the comments that people put on there, and he tries to associate them with who he played and if they got a kid playing and keep up with Eufaula Tiger football, even though he's been gone almost 40 years.
Well, almost to 38. 39 years. Because Coach Cochran and Jennings and all that, Landers, all those guys, they moved out after my senior year. So 39 years. So, but Coach Jennings in Panama City still, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Yep. I thought because I know they left and went to Mosley when they left here, and I guess he just stayed down there then.
Yeah.
There's worse places to wind up.
I agree completely. So let's talk about. We did it 3 weeks ago, but let's talk about it again tomorrow night. I mean, I know a lot of people are coming into town from out of town. A lot of people looking forward to it. I mean, last year was the first year. We're doing it again this year, but starting a little earlier.
Yeah, starting a little early this year to kind of give people a little more time to kind of that want to go are going to go to the ball game. Some have some seniors that are family members that want to go to the ball game, so they're going to get there a little earlier. So we opened it up a little earlier this year so that those people can have enough time to mix and mingle. Dinner will start at 6. So come out to the community center. We're going to start at 4:30. It's 4:30 until the last person leaves. And,
dinner's not starting until 6.
Yeah.
We can't make that a little earlier than that?
We had to get up with Jerome and Joe. So
our pregame show starts at 6:30. So I'm messing with.
We'll get Doug to go play.
Yeah, well, I need to go play too. So anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, we're short-handed tomorrow. I just thought about it. Jimmy's going to be on the field, so we'll be having to do. We'll get John Wayne to come early tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. Yeah, because Jimmy will be.
But I guess Parker's going to be out there. He's hurt, but he's been there for years. So
yeah, that's what we talked about earlier. You know, I'm trying to remember. I know Michael Moore tore his ACL your senior year.
Yep.
And that's the only season-ending injury that I remember that year.
Yep.
But on this team, 3 ACLs, season-ending ACLs. It seems like a lot. You had the Elliott Clayton that tore his. He tore his last year. He tore the other knee this year. And Parker in the very first game, which was a big loss for the Tigers, losing Parker Simmons, a senior, 3-year starter on the offensive line. And then, of course, last week, finding out that that the receiver tore his. I mean, but anyway, Charles Henderson. So the ones that are going to come to the game, they're going to watch the. I mean, you're going to eat at 6 o'clock, but then there's going to be an opportunity if they can either come to the game or they're going to have a chance to watch it.
Correct.
Right?
We're going to live broadcast over at the community center. We got a big TV set up. Doug went out and met with George, who kind of hung me with this tonight. He was supposed to be here, and he kind of skipped on me. So
I saw George this afternoon. He said, "I'll see you tonight."
Yeah, he hung me in there right there at the last minute and said, "Hey, look, you got to go to that tonight." So y'all got me instead of George, and y'all know I don't have near the jokes and can't remember everybody's number that they played and what year they played and what they did while they played. He can remember so much; it's unbelievable.
Yeah, he does have pretty good recall on all that. So he does a pretty good job when he shows up.
Yeah. Coach Jen, I got him started. Tonight, and it was story after story after story, and this player and this player and this down. And I said, Coach, what you and George? What kind of privileging y'all taking, or what are y'all doing? He said, I don't know, man. It just started coming back to me. He said, I hadn't thought about it in years. So it's been a long time. It's been this year will be 40. It's 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years for you for sure. I mean, if you look at the date,
and you 39.
I know, but I mean, it was it was a little earlier in the season. It was September 21st, 1984. So a little over 40 years ago is when you played Charles Henderson for the last time. So, but that's a lot of years ago.
It is. We got Coach Woodham's going to be there. Coach Porterville will be there. Coach Fleming is going to be there. Coach Jones, Sandy Jones is going to be there. And, of course, Miss Cochran is going to be there, and she always looks forward to being able to see everybody. George said she's, like I said last time, and she's already got her dress already picked out, and she's ready to see everybody.
Absolutely, and everybody looks forward to seeing her as well. So, and I was going to ask that you anticipated what I was going to ask you about who was, which former coaches were going to be there. So, I know Coach Landers made it
last year.
So,
and he couldn't make it. He had in fact, while we were sitting here with Jarrell on Coach Landers sent me a text telling me he was sorry again. He's called me about every weekend for the last 3 weekends and tell me how sorry he was. He wasn't going to be able to make it. I almost think he might be setting me up to show up and surprise us, but he said he wasn't going to be able to make it. He wanted everybody to know we've got some commitments from some of the players that none of us have seen since we played. I mean, Michael Simmons, Tim Holmes, Jim Trim. You got I can start naming them off. Alfred Reeves.
I was about to say Alfred's back in the area now, so hopefully he'll make it.
Yeah,
so
Steve Goodlow will be here.
Okay.
Steve was what, Doug? Graduated 78, 79.
He played 78, graduated 79. Yeah.
So a lot of old players coming to talk about what they used to do, and we know we can't do it no more. So we can armchair quarterback.
That's right.
And they all get better the older they get. Just listen to them talk. And you're eating at 6, but you're starting at 4:30.
Yeah.
So you can come and
come early and socialize. Yeah, come early, have time to reminisce. We'll have Tony White's bringing a bunch of pictures that he took. And if you remember Mr. Tony, he wrote a lot of articles, took a lot of pictures. He's bringing some books.
And that's always interesting between, excuse me, Keith, but between you and Miss Cochran and little George, the memory albums and newspaper clippings and Tony and the pictures, just you'll see something you have not seen in years or have never seen.
We tried to go back to 76, and we've started through yearbooks, we've started through programs, and we started through the scrapbooks, the articles, and each year, if you go to the George Cochran Era Reunion Facebook page, you'll see every team with the plaque that we used to always get from Coach Cochran at the end of the season.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed over the last week or so that y'all have been releasing a different class every day.
Yeah, guess whose class comes tonight?
Well, I already looked at it. If you'll look at it, I mean, I already looked at all of them. They came out.
Yeah, your senior
morning.
Class is coming out tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
I only saw your class. It was this morning.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's when I saw it. So
I want to see it. I saw a picture of little George the way I remember him, blonde hair running in front of his dad. But I hear there's this picture of him in a water bottle and he's not real fond of. Can we get that one displayed tomorrow night?
We may actually have a big blow up picture at the reunion there to kind of let everybody come look at this one that George has been threatening to kill us if we ever put it out. So George said, "That's what you get for putting me on the line there."
That's what I was getting at. That's what he gets for not showing up.
Yeah.
I said I didn't even know this picture existed, so I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. Another person we talked to is Walter Reeves. Talked to Shine Tuesday night. He's not going to be able to make it. As everybody pretty much knows, he's been having some health problems. Just to start getting all those joints replaced from all those years of playing football, and he was real upbeat about everybody asking about him. I know a lot of people have asked if Shine going to be there, and we tried to get him, and he said next year. He said I promise you I'll be there. He said and I'll be coming in.
He's still in Texas, right?
He's in Auburn.
Yeah,
Auburn.
Okay.
Auburn. Yeah, he's in Auburn now. So
so he's close by.
He's back in the Plains. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, I mean, it's a good event. Everybody looks forward to it. It seems like it's bigger this year than it was last year. So
well, first year is always kind of the toughest one to get rolling, and everybody's kind of pitched in a little bit, and it's been a little smoother. Hopefully, those are just hearing it tonight. If you know anybody that played from 1976 through 1985 football teams, tell them to come on, and we'd love to see them and hear some stories.
Wasn't this open to?
Oh yeah, it's open to the band, cheerleaders. It's open. We got some cheerleaders that'll be there. Some of them still just as pretty as they ever were. And
I had a guy that worked as a manager years and years and years ago. Sent me a message on Facebook and asked, and I said absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you said, of course, Jerome and them are catering the food. What are they plan? How many are you planning for?
We're shooting for anywhere between 80 to 100 people. So what we're shooting for, and then if and Jerome, if you know him, he's always going to have plenty of food. So don't worry about that. We'll get you fed, and the biggest thing you're going to have the memories of seeing everybody and start talking about it. So.
That's right. So, well, that sounds good. Anything else everybody needs to know?
No,
just be there at 4:30.
You Follow Tigers need to go out and put a good whooping on Charles Henderson like we did back in 1984. Make it a 40-year anniversary, and I'll take a 33-0 win. How about you?
I agree completely.
Well, you're going to have to stay tuned because we're going to get the Sarge's scouting report here in just a minute. We'll know.
You're going to get the master. He's going to lay the scouting report out, and Jarrell, listen, it's a 33-0 win.
There we go. They've had our number. It's time to turn it around.
Sir.
That's right. Well, Ricky, always a pleasure to have you with us, and we appreciate you taking time to join us again tonight. And everything, like I said, we said it last time, but everything that you do behind the scenes with the senior dinner that you sponsor for the last quarter of a century, putting all this together and even putting this page out for everybody to reminisce with all these pictures. I mean, it means a lot to everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot people don't realize, and we appreciate Ricky. I mean, years ago, it was people, Mr. Houston, Harry Nelson, people that was behind the scenes years and years ago, and you're it now, and we appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, all right. While we're all, sappy here and and about to get teared up, we'll take a break and we'll be back with the prognosticator. Unless Ricky has something else he wants to say.
Keith.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man.
And we'll be joined by Justin Sarge Shelley when we come back after this commercial break. You're listening to You Follow Tiger, or actually the Chick-Fil-A You Follow Coaches show. We'll be right back.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson, and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? APEC Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter systems designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful, durable finish.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-Fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Hey, we're back. Chick-fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show. I'm joined now by Justin Sarge Shelley, the one and only. How you doing, Sarge?
I'm doing great, Keith. How are you?
I'm doing great. Doing really good. We have missed, of course, the last 4 years or so, we've missed seeing you down there on the sideline.
Yeah. It's been, I listen to y'all every week, every Friday night.
Well, I guess you can listen and watch now, right?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Well, that's good. Huh? Yeah, most of the time. Yeah, sometimes there's some issues, but we do the best we can. So, so you're still very plugged into what's going on.
Yes, every Friday night, Keith. I sure am.
So let me ask you this: what about as far as other teams? Because there's a lot of stuff online now. There's a lot of online content. So have you had a chance to watch Charles Henderson any this year?
Yeah, I watched when they played Andalusia, and they're running about 20 and 14. You need to watch out for tomorrow night. And 13, he like Darrell said earlier, he gives it. He gives it.
Okay. Well, I mean, just looking at these running backs that you're talking about, 14 is 6 foot 215. That's a big running back. 20 is 5'11", 190. So
yeah,
got good size.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I watched film on Headland, Andalusia, and Greenville, and the Andalusia film showed he can run down the field and throw it too.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, and they got a very good kicker. Very good kicker.
Well, Charles Henderson normally has a good kicker. I don't know what it is about their program, but year in and year out, they normally have a good place kicker.
Yes, it's a very good kicker.
So, So that's good. Well, let's go back a little bit. Let's reminisce. Most people that watch this show that are interested in Eufaula athletics know who you are already.
Yes.
But for those who may be tuning in for the first time, let's kind of give them a little bit of the history. So you, a longtime manager for the Tigers, you started back in the '90s.
Yes.
What year do you? I don't recall. I know
99.
in '99. So Mike Owens was the coach when
Yep.
you started. So Mike Owens, and then Shane Wasden,
Yep.
and then Dan Klages.
Yep.
And then Brian Moore.
Yep.
Then of course Coach Rigby.
Yep.
And then of course it was during Rigby's term during COVID that you stepped aside.
I had to step aside.
Okay. So it was over 20 years either way. So.
Yes.
Seen a few good ball players come through, hadn't you?
Say it again, Doug.
You've seen a few good ball players come
Yes,
through.
I have. Yes, I have. Very good ball players. Very good ball players.
Well, some of your favorite memories of games, or what's your favorite memory of a game?
Like, especially getting off the bus, getting ready for a ball game, is bring me back memories. Going back to the locker room after we get ready for a ball game, and it's like bring me back memories. Getting ready, and coming in with the guys and get ready to strap up and get ready to go out. And pregame, remember to do things that I want to do. Like the music, it gets me ready. The fans, the band, the cheerleaders, they get me ready every week. And I miss that.
So speaking of missing it, any possibility of a Sarge comeback?
I don't know if my parents let me come out and watch or do anything, but I'm gonna step. I've been stepping away for a while, for 5 years.
Right. So well, maybe you can make it out to a game sometime soon.
Yes, and can I give a special shout out to Miss Gilmore tonight? And
Absolutely.
Yes, and I hope she's listening, and hopefully the Tiger fans will come out tomorrow night, like Darrell said, wear red, and bring us a victory back home.
Well, we don't want to call no numbers, and put nobody on the spot, but I heard somebody had a birthday recently too, Keith.
Yeah, I think about the 20th. I think
It was me on last Sunday. I was 42 this past Sunday. I was 42.
Time flies.
42.
Yes, and Keith and Doug, I listen to y'all every week, and Jimmy Simmons too, and I was sitting in my room watching the game and getting ready for the game. Like tomorrow, I do my pregame ritual in the morning. I get out and walk and get ready for the game, and then during the day, around 11:30, I get ready for lunch, get ready for post game, and then after the game, I'll get about 6 or 6:30, listen to y'all and eat at the same time, get ready.
Well, I know at some point during that ritual, you call Charles Irvin and check in and make sure everything's good and pregame.
Yes.
What time of day is that usually?
Friday
during the day?
Yeah, Friday during the day.
And do you sit down and actually sit and watch the game, or do you got to stand up?
Yes, sir. I put it on. I type it on Eufaula Tiger bracket, and then it goes straight to YouTube. And I pick it up on YouTube.
Yeah, well, you follow Tiger football broadcast on YouTube, and it's on Facebook also, and then of course in the FHS network. But the good thing about YouTube is you can watch it if you got a 85-inch big screen in your house. You can watch it on that.
I know, and it's been, and I miss doing the things I used to can do, but help my dad work on the cows and stuff. After hours, it's a good day of work.
Yeah, well, that's good. So you help on the farm with the cows, then?
Yes, sir.
So what do you do normally?
Help Dad grab tools and stuff, and help him tag cows and stuff, and ride the tractor with him and have a good time.
Okay, well, that's all right.
Sarge, Eufaula's kind of up and down this year. What do we got to do to get back on a winning streak tomorrow night?
We got hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball. We got to hold on to the ball. Because I watch every week, fumble, and then the defense have to go back out there and get 3 and out. We cannot have that tomorrow night.
Well, it don't matter what level of football you're playing. When you turn the ball over, it makes the game pretty tough.
Yes.
So especially when those turnovers lead directly to points, and we saw that happen 2 weeks ago in Andalusia. It really kind of got them going. And was with a turnover that led directly to a touchdown for them. I mean, it was returned for a touchdown. So hopefully we'll do a better job tomorrow night with that.
Yes, because when at the end of last Friday night, when y'all was broadcasting in Andalusia, and my granddaddy asked me, I said, "What's the score?" I said, "It's not looking good. It is not looking good for the Tigers." And he said, "What's the score at halftime?" I said, "It was like 21 to nothing." Went up back in there and told him the third quarter, I said, "It's 35-7. Don't talk to me. I'm not happy." And I want the defense. I want everybody on defense to go to the ball tomorrow night. 11 guys, go to the ball. Go to the ball.
We might need to get you to come to the game, Sarge. You might need to resume your duties there for a game to keep the guys focused.
I mean, we got to go to the ball. 11 guys, don't miss a tackle. I watched Auburn last Saturday. I counted 11 or 7 tackles they missed. And we got to go to Kentucky and play them. And you fellas got to go to the ball tomorrow night. Got to go to the ball. Running backs got to hold the ball. Got to hold on to it. Receivers, y'all got to catch the ball. And y'all got to catch it. And turn it into points. And Wingate, when you get up there, you think about kicking the football on the goalpost, through the goalpost. And I want us to win tomorrow night, finish second. Is that right, Doug?
Well, if we win, then it's going to it'll go down to tiebreakers. But yeah, if we lose, we have no chance. We'll be 4th. So in order for us to have a chance to finish second, we got to win. So
yeah, we got to win tomorrow night.
But we need to win for anything, I mean, because a win tomorrow night will help the guys' confidence. And we do finish up at Early County, and that's a game. It's always a good ball game, close game, rivalry game with Early County before we go into the playoffs. But we need to win tomorrow night,
and we got to win tomorrow night.
Tomorrow's a very important game to reestablish some momentum for the rest of the year.
On the bye week, guys, I was working with Daddy and helping him doing stuff. And then when I come back second half, I was like, we got to hold on to the ball. And the quarterback's got to throw the ball right to the receivers.
Yeah. It's been a frustrating year to be an Auburn, Alabama, or a Eufaula fan.
I'm telling you, Keith, we got to hold on to the ball, and we got to go run to the ball. Kickoff, we got to run down there and get him. I ain't seen the kickoff on Charles Henderson. I don't know if they kick it deep or what, but I heard we got to run to the ball.
So, well, all right, Sergeant. Anything else? Well, I'll tell you what. Before I let you go, you got to give me a score prediction from tomorrow night.
Ooh, I say 35-14. Eufaula.
35-14. Good guys. Okay. Well, I think anybody that's watching the show or any of us sitting here would take that in a heartbeat.
Yes, and we got to play better.
Yeah, hopefully we will. I mean, it's been an off week, so hopefully I got back to some basics, and hopefully everything will go well tomorrow.
Yeah, and I hope Coach Dringen get the guys ready, and I'll be tuning in pregame at 6:30, right?
We go on live at 6:30. That's right. Kickoff at 7.
Yeah, the game's at 7.
It's senior night tomorrow night, so they're going to recognize the seniors, and we'll have that for everyone during the pregame show begin at 6:30, and then, like I said, kickoff at 7. And of course, I don't know what your plans are. You weren't I guess you were around the last year or two of the Cochran era, but remind everyone that 4:30 at the community center is the George Cochran era reunion. So
Yeah, that's going to be a busy. Lake Drive's going to be busy tomorrow.
that's
Be a
right.
lot of seniors over there.
That's right. That's right. Senior
And some that aren't quite seniors.
seniors in a different way. That's right. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess you're. You know what? AARP starts sending you something at 50. So
Yeah.
So I guess everybody that'll be there will be considered a senior in that regard. So.
Yeah. Okay, before we go, can I give a special shout out to Meg Herring for the cheerleaders?
Absolutely.
Yes, because I want her to get them cheerleaders ready, and the band keep playing the Tiger Fight song every week, please. That's all I got to say, Keith.
Well, Sarge, we appreciate you coming and joining us tonight, and you're looking good.
Yes.
And so we're glad you joined us, and like I said, maybe one day you can resume your duties down there.
Yes.
We miss seeing you. So
Yes.
anyway, well, folks, that's going to do it for another edition of the Chick-fil-A of Eufaula Coaches Show. This is week number 9 of the football season. So tune in tomorrow night, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff for Eufaula High School, hosting the Charles Henderson Trojans, the final region contest of the 2024 football season. For John Wayne Robinson, Jimmy Simmons, Justin Sarge, Shelley, Doug Applin, I'm Keith Brown. Wishing you a good night, and we'll be with you tomorrow night. Till then, go Tigers.